Welcome back to the School of Shabs, everyone. Really pleased to be here. I took a little bit of a break, but I'm here today in a very special month, Black History Month. I couldn't not do a video this month. And I've got a very special video for you today because this video is a collaboration video between the School of Shabs and the BPS. So the BPS stands for the Black and Ethnic Minority Professional Symposium. And you're going to hear about that in just a moment. So today I'm going to talk to you about a topic that's very close to my heart. Of course, many of you know that that's the supervision space, but today I'm talking about anti-racist supervision. So the School of Shabs and the BPS have collaborated, and we've been working on a very important document and a template, an anti-racist supervision template. And that's what you're going to hear about today. Now, this supervision template is for the human race. So it's not exclusive, it's just not for Black and Asian ethnic minority social workers, it's for everyone. So that's really important to remember. This supervision template is for the profession, by the profession. So to tell you more about this work, the supervision template, I'm going to introduce you to some of my colleagues that have helped contribute to this resource.
Hello, my name is Wayne.reid. I'm a professional officer and social worker at BASWA, the British Association of Social Workers, and I'm very proud to be the founder of the Black and Ethnic Minority Professional Symposium, or BPS. I do wish I'd chosen a shorter name, but we love the BPS. The main aims and objectives of the group are to provide a safe space for Black and ethnic minority social workers to offload, to also create a caucus that generates strategies and tactics to influence social work policy, practice and education. The BPS is about role modelling Black and ethnic minority excellence, professionalism and unity. We also look at evaluation of existing frameworks and systems within social work to improve the impact they have on Black and ethnic minority social workers. We partner with relevant external agencies and organisations to promote Black and ethnic minority empowerment and professional credibility. And that's not an exhaustive list. I'm delighted to be working in collaboration with both the BPS and School of Shabs with regards to the supervision template that you'll hear more about later in this video. Shabnam has been a key member of the group in terms of developing the supervision template and other projects that the group have embarked on, and I'm amazed at the work that the BPS have done around this work with the supervision template, and I feel that it will be an effective and universal tool that will assist with culturally competent and relational supervision. Just to emphasise, the supervision template is very much by the profession, for the profession. I hope you enjoy using it. So, thank you for listening, and I'll hand over to my esteemed colleagues.
Hello, my name is Pauline Sargent and I'm the chair of the Black Professionals Symposium. I'm just going to share with you what I think relational and anti-racist supervision is. Anti-racist and relational supervision should take account of a supervisee in a holistic way. It should be incorporating and putting well-being at the top of any agenda. It should be meaningful and genuine, and the engagement with the individual should take account of areas, both professional and personal, which might be impacting on that individual's progression, productivity and workplace experience. Supervision should never only be about caseload discussion. Relational and anti-racist supervision allows a welcoming exploration of physical and mental health, sleep, feelings, all the things that are often missed out of supervisory sessions. It should take account of things that are stress related and impacting on the individual. It should encourage self-care, and it should encourage a work-life balance. Anti-racist supervision should see a willingness by the supervisor to spend quality time getting to know the individual. They should get to know the individual for who they are, not what the supervisor wants them to be. And they should get to know what and how things might be influencing their practice, whether it's positive or negative influence. That supervisor should have the ability to show a curiosity and should be able to name organisational barriers that might be stopping an individual's progress. That supervisor should have an understanding of race, racism, and how to apply anti-racist practice. That supervisor should have a natural approach to the partnership that should be supervision. Practiced in the right way, relational and anti-racist supervision should eventually allow an individual to value, own, and protect their supervisory time. I am really looking forward to a time when relational and anti-racist supervision is an expectation, a requirement, and integral to all social work practice. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Chantel Thomas. I am the anti-racism lead for BASWA UK. I also work as a course lead for the Masters in Social Work programme at the Tavistock and Portman NHS Foundation Trust. And I'm also a PhD student, so many titles, at the University of Sussex. I'm looking at anti-racist leadership. Lastly, I'm an honorary member of the BPS, the Black and Ethnic Minority Professional Symposium at the British Association of Social Workers. And that's why I'm here today. You know, I'm really pleased and proud, you know, to endorse the template, the anti-racism supervision template that has been developed by the BPS and the School of Shabs. Now, the BPS is really, really important. It's a really important space. Personally, it's a space for us, you know, from the Black and global majority communities to come together and really think and feel, you know, a space to just look at the impacts of racism on all different levels. But it's not just a thinking space, it's also a collective space for us to really mobilise and collectively challenge racism on all levels in social work, and particularly look at kind of developing tactics and strategies to influence, you know, at all the levels, the policy level, practice level, education, and also leadership. And as I said, you know, the template, it's a really, really practical template, and that's why I like it. It's you can tell that it's been developed by practitioners for practitioners. It really flows logically, which I really like. You know, and it starts, you know, with well-being and health, because sometimes we can forget about that during the supervision process. But what also I like about the template is it's each section has kind of suggested headings and pointers just to help you think about particular issues, because sometimes you can get stuck in supervision, and it helps build that relationship as well between the supervisor and the supervisee. So that's where the relational aspect comes into it as well. It's really important as well that we look at embedding this template in, you know, within the profession at all different within, you know, all different parts of social work, you know, whether it's adults or whether it's children, because ultimately we know that supervision is about developing the skills of social workers, the skills, the knowledge and the attitude, and I really think this template does that. And ultimately it is about personal growth and you know, the outcomes for the children, the families and the adults which we serve. So again, as I said, I'm really grateful to endorse this template. I think it's something that is really practical and definitely effective in developing the personal and the professional. Thank you very much for your time.
Hello, my name is Veronica Bell. I work in adult services. For me, one benefit of the anti-racist supervision form is the clear focus on the well-being of the individual. It requires the supervisor to go beyond the usual "how are you" and skipping quickly onto caseload management to tease out the impact that racist and discriminatory behaviours are having on the supervisee first, and to consider the impact of case management as a secondary priority. It requires supervisors to reflect and confront their own colourblind approaches and biases in order to ensure colleagues' concerns are heard, recorded and acted upon. The consequences of poor performance, ill health, absence levels cannot be tackled unless the barriers of inequality that create them are recognised and confronted. The Anti-racist Supervision form will generate different discussions and emphasis as it is used at different levels of the organisational hierarchy. Used effectively, it has the potential for organisations to systematically tear down barriers that exist for black workers and impede their progression through the department.
Hello, my name is Mara Strachless, the National Director with the British Association of Social Workers, and I'm absolutely delighted to be here today to celebrate the supervision template that Shabnam Ahmed, School of Shabs, in collaboration with the BASWA England Black and Ethnic Minority Professional Symposium has developed in conjunction with key partners, members and stakeholders across the sector. The BASWA England Black and Ethnic Minority Professional Symposium creates a safe space for members to support each other, to network and influence practice, policy, education and CPD. It's fabulous to have Shab as a member of that group and to have worked in collaboration in developing the supervision template. The supervision template is very much focused on relationship-based, anti-racist and anti-discriminatory practice. These are significant areas that we really need to focus on as a profession. And if we're really honest and true to ourselves, it's been a long time coming. There has been some great work taking place, but more needs to happen. It's really important for safe spaces to be created and to have constructive, reflective discussions that sometimes may be really difficult. Difficult discussions need to happen. As Shabnam states, it's important for managers to be curious about and to name the barriers within their organisations that might be reproducing racial inequalities. Accepting that all supervisors and supervisees will operate with personal bias and harbour insecurities that are difficult to contemplate and articulate if these are left unattended. There is a danger that these biases will be influenced in social work practice and social work management. We've got to make this change. We've got to have the difficult discussions and we've got to have reflective supervision that truly addresses anti-racism and anti-discriminatory practice from an individual perspective as well as from an employer perspective. This resource is a really important tool to influence and change practice now and for the future. Use it, share your experiences, and please promote it within your organisation. Change needs to happen by the profession and for the profession. Fantastic work. I'd like to say sincere thanks to Shabs and to all the partners that have been involved in developing this supervision template and fantastic resource tool. You have worked incredibly hard. You've listened to diverse voices from across the sector. And as I've said, the change needs to happen now. Let's own it. Let's make the change happen. Well done, Shabs, and to all the partners.
Now, my passion to create a supervision template, an anti-racist supervision template, stems from my belief in the supervision space. I really do believe in the supervision space and what that has to offer when supervision is done well and effectively. I think it has the potential to facilitate well-being, progression and practice. So it's really, really important. I also think anti-racist supervision serves as a nourishment for social workers and professionals. So it's really, really important that we talk about anti-racist supervision, that we embed the principles of anti-racism into the supervision space. So it's very important for me to say that this anti-racist supervision template is freely available on the BPS website linked below. If you want to know more about the BPS, then please get in touch with Wayne Reid. His email is also linked below. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you will talk about anti-racist supervision. I hope you will share this video, the template widely, and I hope to see you next time with more videos talking about supervision, anti-racist supervision, and lots more. Please don't forget to like the video, share the video, and follow me on Twitter. Bye for now.